Thank you guys for being with me today. I just want to talk to you guys about what some of your experiences at McLoughlin have been regarding some of our expectations at McLoughlin. You guys are going to be freshmen, like basically in 3 days, right? Like considered freshmen. So I think it'll be good to get your guys' insight on your experiences at McLoughlin as far as expectations go, just something to think about. And I think my plan is after we listen to you guys and talk to you guys is to get some really honest, good feedback from 8th graders, awesome 8th graders at that, and share this with our staff in the fall. So thank you for being a part of this panel. So So I just want you guys to give your perspective on the cell phone rule at McLoughlin, or rules. So I want you guys to talk about that. So what is the cell phone policy at McLoughlin, and explain that as you go throughout your day. So Adriana, I want you to talk about that first.
The cell phone policy at McLoughlin is supposed to be no cell phones, but it really depends on your teacher, because some teachers let you have your cell phones out to maybe, like, I don't know, they just let you have your phones out, or some don't, so it just depends on your teacher.
It also depends if, like, at the end of the year, sometimes you get your computers like turned in so that you can use your phones for research, but then you'll get them taken away if you're not doing it. So it just depends.
Cell phone rule to me is like, if you really need your cell phone to like check something, ask your teacher before you use it, or like just to check the time and go like once. Like,
But what's the rule? Like in your experience at McLoughlin, what's the cell phone rule at McLoughlin?
not have cell phones out during like passing time or when your teacher says not to have phones out.
What I think the rule is that you're not supposed to have your phones during class or during passing times, but you are allowed to have them out at lunchtime and in the commons, or if your teacher allows you to like text your parents or something.
And Peyton, what's your experience with that? Is that pretty consistent throughout the building on your team?
Yeah, if I say that I need to text my mom or dad, they usually let me text or call them.
Yeah, and pretty much when she explained the rules, that's what I was thinking. But like my teachers will let me have it out if we're using it for educational purposes.
Okay. Do all teachers let you have your cell phone out, or just some teachers?
Just some teachers.
Okay.
But then I have teachers that are like fine with letting us have our phones out too. So.
Okay. Okay.
Same here. Most of my teachers kind of let us have our phones out, but they see us on our phones, but they don't really do anything about it, even though they say no phones. They just see us, but they don't do anything about it.
Okay. Just really quick, and maybe just one or two of you can respond to this. Do you think that it's inconsistent? Because I'm hearing that you guys are feeling that it's inconsistent throughout the building. Do you feel like why do you feel like it's inconsistent?
So I feel like my teachers, they'll like on the first day of school they'll have their rule, like one striped, we'll keep it, next striped, we'll put it in the office and the parent has to pick it up. But I feel like my teachers, they'll see you have your phone and they'll constantly just be like, put that away, and they don't actually like take it.
Yeah. I feel like
it's just like kind of
Reminders.
yeah.
A dog with like all bark and a bite, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay, the tardy policy. We do have a tardy policy, and we don't like kids to be tardy. So I just want you to give. I don't want you to say whether you like the tardy policy or not, but I want you to explain what you think the tardy policy is at McLoughlin. So Dacia, we'll start with you.
Well, the tardy policy is 4, or like 3 in a week, I think, and then 4 throughout the month or a quarter or something like that. And then you get detention. And it's just if you're late, we don't assign any tardies if it's 7:50 or lower kind of thing, or earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So, but 7:50 is when you're tardy.
To first hour.
To first hour.
Okay, so you can be 10 minutes late
Mm-hmm.
and not be tardy.
You're
So
still
okay.
tardy.
You guys, and you guys are looking through the lens, you guys are office TAs, so you guys are the ones writing tardy slips, okay. So in your mind, if you are here between 7:40 and 7:49, you're good.
Yeah, but you're still tardy. You're still
But
tardy,
you're
just
still
don't.
tardy, we say you still have time to get to class.
Oh, okay, so at 7:50 is when you actually start writing legit tardy slips.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's up to the teachers if they assign them to, like if they mark them tardy or not,
Okay.
in between 7:40.
So it's up to teacher discretion. Okay, got it. Dom, what's the tardy policy to you? What do you think it is?
The tardy policy to me is like if you show up late 3 times, like how Dacio said, you get detention and all that. And it's lunch detention, not after school detention. After school detention is if you get more lunch detentions in that week. And I haven't really got a tardy slip yet or anything, so I don't really know that much about it.
Awesome, that's good. Peyton?
I think it's if you aren't in class like before the bell rings, then I think you're tardy and your teacher can mark you tardy. But if it's within like the first 1 minute, that's kind of up to your teacher if they want to mark you tardy or not.
So you have to be in the class when the bell rings. What if there's no bell?
Then you have to be in class before the next period starts.
Okay,
The time.
but it's up to
Yeah.
your teacher to like,
If it's like close, like if it's like 10 seconds,
Mhm.
then it's kind of up to your teacher.
okay.
Yeah, I feel like the tardy system pretty much is like we have the passing time and you have 5 or so minutes to get to your next class, but then also I feel like it's more in place because there's like if you go straight to class you have enough time, but if you're like gonna be talking and like socializing in between that time, then you're late. Like that's more the tardy why it's there.
Okay.
So yeah, like some teachers will mark you for tardy, even if like they're maybe a minute late, or some people will just see kids coming in like 5 minutes late and they just won't mark them tardy.
Adriana?
I think the tardies are 3 in a week, yeah, and then you get lunch detention. And if you keep not coming to the lunch detentions, you get after school detention. And I think the tardies more come in through passing time because everyone's socializing, because you see all your friends and you just talk to people, and that's when they're really late.
I didn't even know we had after school detention.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Probably because you guys don't have tardies,
Yeah.
maybe. Do you think that the tardy policy, do you think every teacher runs it the same way, or do you think it depends teacher to teacher?
Depends
Kind
on
of
the
depends
teacher.
teacher to teacher.
Okay, okay. Is that confusing? Do you guys just like learn which teachers to be
Yeah.
on time for and which teachers you can kind of like, straddle in a little bit late?
Yeah.
You guys have figured that out by now? That's good feedback. Thank you guys for that. And let's talk about our vests. So we implemented the vests during passing time just this year. You guys all know I hope you guys all know what that is. So I just want you guys to tell me what you think that's about. So what's the vest policy at McLoughlin? So Peyton, we're gonna start with you this time.
The vest policy is that if you're like walking out of class to like run an errand for your teacher, or maybe you have to go down to the office really quick, you have to wear a vest so then teachers know that you aren't just a kid wandering around the school. But some kids that when they have the vest, they do things like they will drench it in water and stuff, like, or I don't even know, because someone came back and the vest was completely soaked.
Oh,
And so,
interesting. Okay. Megan?
Yeah, I know it's like pretty much have to wear it if you're going anywhere. I think it's definitely for like identification to know that you're not just skipping or something, and you have to wear the vest. You can't just like put it in your pocket
Okay.
Yeah, the vest, I think that they're used because if you're wandering the halls, they want to know where you're from because it has like the classroom number or portable on it. But some kids don't use the vest. Like sometimes you can use, like the teachers or some people out with their planners and stuff, and we don't get in trouble for it.
Okay.
I think that the vests are also what she said, that they're for identification to know that you're not skipping or not wandering around or just doing whatever, you're going somewhere and have the permission, like, just so they know that you're fine.
Yeah, many teachers do make you wear the vest. Usually you can't walk out the room unless you're wearing it. So, but yeah, it's just to see if you're not skipping or doing bad stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, the vest is to like tell other teachers that, oh, he's from a classroom inside and he shouldn't be this far away from his classroom, that he should be closer, or like if a student's skipping, that they can like notify that, oh, he doesn't have a vest on, let's go ask him a question if he's not skipping or not.
Okay. So have the vests been pretty consistent this year for you guys? I know we just implemented them, but do you feel like that's been pretty consistent?
Yeah.
It's going on the top.
And they're so bright, so like you don't know, like,
Yeah.
With them.
Has that been a pretty easy rule to follow as far as going from class to class to class? Or is it still, some teachers, they follow that vest rule pretty closely, some don't at all, and some are, it's like 50-50. What do you guys think?
I think all
All pretty, yeah.
All pretty consistent?
Yeah.
Okay.